Well, welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. Every day I come together with you to explore life. Today is about the power of no. You see, saying no is about perspective and power. When you're saying no, you're telling the universe you're saying yes to something else. The question you want to ask is, when people are asking you to do things, is it in alignment with what you value most? Is it something you want to do? Because if it's not something that's part of your values, your highest values, you subordinating yourself to the wishes of others doesn't do anything. Doesn't raise your self-worth, doesn't create a self-identity. Now think about that. Self-identity, what does that mean? Self-identity means that you understand who you are, you understand your uniqueness, you identify with it, you're living it as uniquely and as possible, and because you're being authentic, you have a self-worth because you like yourself for who you are, because you're not playing games like other people in the world are playing games right now. So there's many times people will come to me, especially in the role of being a teacher, a minister. They say, would you do this? And I ask the question, wait a second, that's not in my values. I'll give you a great example. So I'm a minister. And when I look at the title of a minister, what it means is I'm a teacher and I'm a coach, I'm a counselor, and I pray and meditate. That's what that means for me. And my job is to inspire others to be empowered within themselves. But there's a notion out there that ministers should give everything they have to someone else. In other words, I've had individuals at times that are down on their luck and say, I want to come live with you. You have extra space, let me come live with you. And I very clearly, after thinking about it, say no. I didn't sign up to be a shelter. I am not a shelter. It's not what I do. So understanding that, you say, well, that's not kind, that's not cruel. What I do is I refer people to institutions or organizations who can help them. That's their purpose. You see, I know what my purpose is, and I follow that because I live comfortably in that. I don't know, what does it mean today? Chris says, today's message echoed, no way, Tole, the power of no. It's fun. Well, you know, there's no coincidences in the universe. Jose's up there. Jose says, hey, it's been a while since I caught one of these live. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to all of you watching right now. Know how much I appreciate you. Notice that I appreciate you. Why? Because you've said yes to listening to a message that's about you. You see, the key thing is, do you know what's most important to you? Chances are most of you don't. I'm going to be doing an online values workshop November 5th, November 12th, I want to say, Saturday. So be watching for that on Facebook or however you're watching me, because that's one of the single best things that I do is the values workshop. I'm really good at doing that. And it's a method that Dr. John DeMartini put together, and I am a licensed facilitator of it. The other thing I do really good is relationships. The other thing I do really good is meditation and prayer. I know what my strengths are. And I tell you, I keep building my strengths based on what I love the most. I love becoming more aware. That's my number one thing in life, to become more aware. So if you think about that, becoming more aware is about what? Meditating, being in a meditative state. When I did my morning meditation today, and all of you are welcome to join me. It's on Zoom every morning at 7 a.m. Central Time. All you've got to do is go to agapespiritualcenter.com and you can get the Zoom link. But I talked about, and I used the analogy, that meditation is like a hurricane. And your life being pushed in every direction by society, by work, by people, by children, by parents, being pushed everywhere. And you're just being blown around. You have no idea what's going on. Meditation is the process that brings you into the eye of the storm, where you are surrounded by chaos, but in the eye of the storm, you are in perfect peace. And you see, we're not meant to be in the eye all the time. We're meant to go out and experience the storm, but we need to come back to the eye of the storm. And in order to do that, many times we have to say no. I don't know, what is your greatest challenge? Who is it the hardest for you to say no to? And if it is a person, why is it hard for you to say no to? I could give you a lot of examples. I'd rather hear yours and we could talk about them. The people in my life, the people who are really close to me in my life, know that I will say yes on just about anything if it's serving my values and it will assist them. But there are times when I say no. It doesn't serve my highest values. If someone asks me to do something that is against my number 4 value of health and well-being, I don't do it. I just don't do it. Someone says, well, come on, we're going drinking. Well, no, I really don't drink, and it's a conscious choice on my part. My research has shown that alcohol is not good for my body. And it's not that I couldn't survive it, but you see, I don't want to survive anything. I'm making choices to thrive. Even as I mature and I get older and mature and get older, I'm still thriving. Where most people my age are not in the same position I am. That's a result of how you look at yourself, and that's a result of the choices you make. Now, I'm not putting anyone down because most people make their choices unconsciously. They have not been taught to think critically and say, okay, who am I? What do I value most? Now that I know what I value most, I align all my choices to serve those values so that I can experience a greater and greater and greater life. You see where I'm coming from? So here's who I'm true to. I'm true to Lee Wallach. Because in reality, that's the only person I have to be true to. And by being true to me, the people who enter my life realize that if I'm honest and open with myself, I'll be honest and open with them. It comes back to what I talk about all the time. Self-love begins with you. Until you self-love, you can't love anyone more. That's why you have to learn to say no, so you can teach other people to say no to the things that are not self-loving. So if you're sitting there and you say, I don't have a lot of self-worth, ask, have you given away your power? Is it time to take your power back? And let me share a little secret. When you start to take your power back and you say no to people that are used to you saying yes all the time, they are not going to like it. They're not going to like it one bit, and they're going to try to get you to change. And this is where you've got to develop your spiritual power and say, I'm staying my course. And maybe some people will be let go. They'll fall away from you. Well, that's okay. They weren't a vibrational match to the real you. You want people in your life that vibrate with you, that are a match to you, who respect you, who care about you, who want you to be your authentic and real self. Those are the people that become your true friends. Those are the people you want to be with, because you never have to prove anything to them. You can just be you. And sometimes being you means saying no. So today, hold in prayer all the people that are in line with this hurricane that's coming into Florida right now. See them surrounded with a divine white light and know that they're protected. See the people in the Ukraine and Russia surrounded by a white light. See the people in Yemen. See the people in the Mideast. See the people in Africa. See the people all over the world surrounded by a white light. They're your brothers and your sisters. At the soul level, we are all one. Peace be with you. And may the peace with you spread to the world. Know that I love you, just like you are. Until tomorrow, aloha, my friends.